It's in keeping with the trusty adage, starve a cold, disgust a fever.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love.
Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So late last night, Cameron got a hold of Sparrow, or Sparrow called him back, over the alleged, now announced in the trades, Sean Levy Star Wars movie, where they're basically saying that Ryan Gosling has been cast. When you read the fine print, you realize that this is a PR stunt, but a lot of people, a lot of the big channels want it to happen, so they're talking. Anyway, in talks to star in Sean Levy's Star Wars movie. Now, this movie was actually at one point alleged to be the Rey movie, since Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy's failed, aborted feminazi Star Wars New Jedi Order film is not getting off the ground. Okay, and I have more to say about that later. But it's not. In fact, it appears Levy has been trying to keep it away from the Skywalker saga completely and away from everything that Kennedy's been doing. So Ryan Reynolds here is as Ken, or Ryan Gosling, God, I'm sorry, as Ken here supposedly is in talks, and Cameron had it right. This is how it goes. I'm working on a Star Wars script. If I can get it in development, would you want to be part of it? Okay, sure, cool. Tell me when you're ready. That's the reply. That's it. Levy's people went and ran with it to the PR machine. Okay. And I'll explain to you later why this movie is not real. Okay, it's not real. There is no, Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy Star Wars movie. I think there are a lot of people on both sides of the aisle, the black pills, who want to see Star Wars destroyed, as I was told. And the shills who just like the garbage that Kennedy made, they don't care. They want it for their reasons. And they're not looking at the fine print and the fact that there isn't any money for more than one movie. Sean Levy directed Deadpool and Wolverine, which is a Ryan Reynolds vehicle. And I guess it's very good, but the reason why I don't like Marvel is that it's cotton candy. It's actually pop culture garbage. Whereas when you look at Star Wars and Star Trek, they're a little deeper than that. And comic books are comic books. If you like that kind of stuff, fine. And, Star Wars went into comic books, but the basis was what George Lucas created. And George Lucas is 5 times higher on the tier of creative geniuses than Stan Lee ever was. Sorry to say that. And so we've got this guy who did a successful Marvel movie, wanted to do a Star Wars movie, and he's not getting any traction. He handed in a script, we believe, and the script went into a filing cabinet and hasn't been seen again. And that's what's going on here. This is a PR stunt. It has nothing to do with any movie that Lucasfilm is making. The only movie they're making right now is Mando and Grogu. Let's talk more. Because this is more than just Sean Levy's fake PR stunt Star Wars movie. This has to do with the fake Rey movie too, because there was an announcement about that.
What an odd combination of odors. Smells like a fish died and all the other fish sent flowers.
So much Jedi potential. Dead!
If you would just let me explain.
Tried to hide it from me, you did. No. Done! We are. New direction, we are moving. Yes. Never again. Cancelled. Goodbye.
Master, I assure you.
Your floppy lightsaber. Keep that, you may.
If you just give me another chance and $180 million, I can make this.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. This happened last week too. Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie enlists writer George Nolfi. It's an exclusive for, I think, Deadline or Variety, I can't remember. Nolfi wrote Ocean's 12, which is just basically a sequel to the remake Ocean's 11, which was a remake of the Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford vehicle. Here's Nolfi right here. Is this real? No, it's not. Look, what they do is they say, sure, I'll write a script, and then they get paid for it. The script goes into a cabinet never to be seen again. Okay. The reason why they're doing this is just to keep the PR up for Kennedy so she can pretend she actually has something to do. Now, why is this going on, and why is the only movie that Lucasfilm is actually making, why is it just Mando and Grogu? Because they don't have the money to make another movie. Okay. And also, as is the rule for Lucasfilm, they only make one movie at a time. That's always been the case, even when George owned it. Okay, so, and that's what's going on. And I think the reason why is because then they can do quality control. Okay, so you've got Mando and Grogu wrapped. Now they're going into post-production. You've got Ahsoka in pre-production right now. And the stuff about that is hilarious. So why don't they have the money? Well, ask Kathleen Kennedy here with her ugly buddy, Leslie Headland, how come The Acolyte cost $300 million, yet it looked like you put $10,000 up on the screen? Why? $300 million, and Headland hands in a half-finished sizzle reel, to which Jon Favreau said it's the worst fan film he's ever seen. And then he farmed it out to other people to finish. Okay, that's what's going on. We don't even know where the money to start with came from. Okay, that's why they only have enough money for one movie, and that's why they're talking about animation rather than live action right now. Okay, because look, with Marvel, etc., needing CGI and FX, Lucasfilm, ILM has got plenty of work. Okay, that's not the point. The point is, this woman has squandered hundreds, if not billions of dollars on stuff that was so lousy no one wanted to watch it. In fact, the viewership numbers for The Acolyte are worse than they first told us. Okay, yet Black Pills want to scream about Skeleton Crew. Fuck them and fuck their channels, okay? How's that? All right. I think a little bit of honesty on both sides should happen here. Screaming that this never works and this thing sucked, and then you find out the person who's saying it never saw it, and it's like the transparency here is just not happening, pro, and ignoring the fact that, you know, this guy who's the film boss at Disney said the finances are not there to make multiple movies at Lucasfilm right now. We're concentrating on Mando and Grogu to make it as great as it could possibly be. Okay. And we're not getting, you know, the Levy movie because it doesn't exist. We're not getting a Rey movie because no one fucking wants it. And Bob Iger knows that. Alan Bergman knows that. Okay? They all know that. And I would think that people who are Star Wars fans, like Eckhart's Ladder, Star Wars Theory should know this, and he should be aware of all the news instead of spreading rumors, that these guys have said in an indirect way that the only movie that's being made at Lucasfilm is Mando and Grogu. Okay, so they're going to run with the Ryan Gosling thing, and they're going to run with the Rey movie thing because it's clickbait. And the Black Pill blobs will do it because they need to keep you angry so you keep coming back for more. Okay? My advice is, instead of listening to them, sit down, turn on Skeleton Crew and binge watch it. And then come back and tell us what you think. Okay? Don't listen to these people anymore. Make up your own mind. Don't let them tell you all of Kenobi was bad. Because it wasn't. Don't let them tell you all of Ahsoka was bad. Because it wasn't. Okay? There were things that were annoying about it. Reva, Sabine, Harrison Dula and her green-haired boy. But that's it. That's called being objective. Okay? And it's not being called a bootlicker either, like Star Wars Explained and, you know, the rest of that garbage. It's pointing out flaws and saying, despite that stupid subplot, this was still a good movie, a good show. And, like, it's different than The Last Jedi when the entire movie, from the main plot to Reylo to the trip down Canto Bight subplot to nowhere, it all sucked. Okay, there. Okay, so anyway, I gotta go. I will be around today. You guys have a good afternoon, and don't let people lead you into a cul-de-sac of misery just because they want the AdSense money. They're not telling you the truth, and they don't want transparency from Disney. And what we want is transparency. So this is Steph. Till next time, I'll see you around the galaxy.